Young Lee man and I came from the East Coast. I feel like a future young nigga gon' beast mode. Hang out the window with a gold, that's his ego. Came from the Ville, gotta do it for my people. She rap with the gang and she fuck with the ego. Yeah, that's how she like it. She want me to pipe, just get it deleted, no time for no Skyping. OTM straight out the mud, we the livest. Oh, you already know how we rockin', man. It's your brother from another mother, Kobe Lee in the building, bringing you the all-new Philly Cat Podcast. If you're new to the show, let me give you a little bit of a rundown. I'll be talking to Eagles, I'll be talking to Sixers, I'm sprinkling in a little bit of the Phillies, but I damn sure ain't talking about the Flyers. Hope everybody feeling good out there. Hope you ain't worried about the mule going blind. In other words, be in control of the things that you can control. Don't let the things out of your control you. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty, man. The Sixers beat the Pacers last night with the final score 131-122. I mean, just off the bat, off the rip, Joel Embiid is clearly the MVP, even though they still trying to, they still trying to put other guys ahead of him, like Giannis, like Jokic. I still think that Joel Embiid is just doing something that nobody else is doing, you know what I mean? He had a monster night. We talking 45 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists. He was 18 of 30 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, and 17 of the free throw line, 39 minutes. Joel Embiid, I mean, just look at the fact that he had the buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter, like that it was damn near half court. And it was in somebody's face off the bank shot. I mean, what can this guy not do? I just really don't know. Like, it's nothing that Joel Embiid can't do on the floor. So to follow up with that, Maxey had a 30-piece, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, had a career high 8 3-point shots made. Tyrese Maxey, this is what I like to see. This is what I like to see from him, and also Tobias following up and coming alive when the playoffs is about to start. You see what I'm saying? Tobias had 17 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. So yeah, Tobias and Maxey, they were efficient. We talking 9 of 12 for Maxey, 5 of 11 for Tobias. This is what I want to see. Guys that's just not scared. They confident in their shot. They letting the game come to them, and they not, when they miss a shot, they not letting it hold over their head like a dark cloud. You know what I'm saying? As far as James Harden, he was 4 of 10, didn't take a lot of shots, right? He was 2 of 7 for the three-point line. I don't know about that step back three. Sometimes, I mean, when it goes in, it's great, but when he misses that step back three, it looks stupid, and it kind of messes us up as far as shooting us out the game. You know what I mean? He did have 14 assists. He finished the game with 11 points in 40 minutes. But I did like to see the fact that the ball wasn't always in Harden's hands. You know what I'm saying? He got the other guys involved. I said this in one of my past videos that I like the passing Harden. I like the Harden that's going to give you that 14, 15 assists a game, which ain't just easy. Like, you know what I mean? You don't just come across that. So I'm liking that from Harden. Want him to get a little bit more efficient from the three-point line. But I like what I seen from Harden, those 4 guys, Embiid, Harden, Maxey, Tobias. And especially around the time where it's about to be playoff time. We got 3 games left. The Raptors tomorrow, Pacers on Saturday, April 9th, and the Pistons on a back-to-back April 10th. So that's the last 3 games. The reason why we won this game on the real is because of the 3-point shots. I mean, we had a franchise high 23 3-pointers made in the game. We had 17 3-pointers made in the first half. I mean, guys were just on fire. Like, it was what it was. We had Milton was 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. Niang was 3 for 4 from the 3-point line. Toby was 5 of 6. Maxey was 8 for 11. Embiid was 2 for 3. We was letting it fly from all around. Granted, it is the Pacers. I'm not really going to go all the way in. This game don't really hold too much weight. I just said that this game was a game that we needed to use as a stepping stone to get back in our groove, back to playing, bringing our A game, and getting back to when we first got Harden, how we were looking. it definitely cooled off a little bit in between, but then we just need to be more consistent. You know what I'm saying? And I think that right now, going into the playoffs, this is what we needed. Niang had 9 points, 3 of 4, in which all 4 shots were from the 3-point line. I really want to see Niang get on these boards a little bit. Danny Green, 1 for 5. You know what I mean? We just going to leave that there. 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. We'll leave that there. We got the dub, so I'm really not going to go hard. I'm in a good mood today. You know what I mean? I spent good money on this suit. DeAndre Jordan. He's definitely finding his game. I'm starting to see more oops. He was 3 for 3. 6 points, 6 rebounds. I'm definitely liking that in 9 minutes. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see you 0 points, 1 rebound, or 2 points, 0 rebounds. You gotta get boards when you out there, my brother. Yeah, but we won that game just because of the fact that Embiid was dominant. You know what I mean? Even though we were dominant the first half, like in the second quarter, we outscored them 49-28, right? In the second quarter. Then it kind of got away from us a little bit in the second half. We didn't bring the same energy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we were getting out rebounded by them. Like, if you look at it, the rebounds, Philly had 35, Philly had 35, they had 48. Points in the paint, we had 40, they had 58. Second chance points, we had 13, they had 29. Fast break points, we had 17, they had 26. I do like us having the 17 fast break points, but I don't like their 26. Basically, this team in the second half was out hustling us. The third quarter offensive rebounds was insane. We definitely need to tighten up on that. Guys need to get a little bit more, show a little bit more intensity on the offensive board, on the defensive boards. Like, come on, y'all. Buddy Hield had 25 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. You let Buddy Hield get 11 rebounds? Come on now. Halliburton, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Jalen Smith, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks. You had the Pacers had 7 players with 10 points or more. You know what I'm saying? So they were balling out. We really weren't showing intensity like that. They were missing a few guys, Brogdon, Rubio, a couple more guys. But I would say I'm not going to hold this over our head like that. But the fact, this is the Pacers. If we played like this in the second half against a better team, like when you look at the third quarter, we scored 25, they had 40. And then in the fourth, we had 24, they had 23. I think we would have probably lost this game. I mean, when you look at it, when it came down to, let me see. The Pacers managed to cut the deficit down to 111 to 106 with 9 minutes and 19 seconds to go. Our biggest lead was 27. We was up 27. And then they got it all the way down to 5. So, and that was in the fourth. So when you get it down to 5, and it's the fourth quarter, and you going against a Kevin Durant, you going against a Giannis Antetokounmpo and a Middleton and those guys, anything can happen. They back in it. They only down 5. You know what I mean? That's only 2 shots and the game is tied. So I did like how we answered with a 10-3 run in the fourth quarter to, essentially close out the game and put the nail in the coffin per se. But yeah, Embiid was just dominant. Like I said, he's the MVP. He's now in position to being the he's in position to becoming the first center since Shaquille O'Neal to win the league scoring title. And he's the first player since Russell Westbrook in the 2016-2017 to post 12 games with 40 or more points and 10 or more rebounds. He got 12, and the next person under that is Giannis. To me, I ain't gonna really hold that too much weight to that, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's still a great accomplishment, you know what I'm saying? You number one lead in that, and ain't no big man do that. Had a scoring title since Shaquille O'Neal. So if you get that, I think that definitely solidifies the MVP, which would be hard to do that. But Joe Embiid is just the MVP in my opinion. Yeah. So when we looking at the standings right now, right? Let's get to the standings because we really got to pay close attention to this. The Heat is number 1 at 52 wins and 28 losses, right? That's the number 1 seed. Now, you got the Celtics at number 2, The Bucks at number 3 and the Sixers at number 4. But we're all tied at 49 and 30. So it really, we playing musical chairs. Anything can happen, right? Now, we gotta pay close attention because right now we either looking at the Raptors, we looking at the Bulls, or we looking at the Cavs, right? That's if we finish second, third, or fourth. But then you gotta also put into effect the play-in. So the play-in. So let's say the 7th seed is the Cavs, which is 43 and 37, right? The Nets is at the 8th seed, and they're 41 and 38. But they tied with the Hawks at 41 and 38. So the Hawks is at the 9th seed, and the Nets is 8th seed. And the Hornets is 40 and 39. So I believe how it goes is the 7th seed will play the 9th seed. So you'll have the Cavs versus the Hawks, right? And then you'll have the Nets versus the Hornets. If I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So if, let's say we do finish 2nd seed, and let's say in the play-in, the Hawks beat the Cavs, then we'll play the Hawks first round. Would I say I want that rematch? We owe them one. I ain't gonna lie, we do owe them one. But I'd rather play the Cavs. Let's just get that, let's get that out the way. But also, the Nets could finish 7th seed because the season ain't over. It's still like 3 games per team around that. So, the Nets could finish 7th seed. I ain't trying to play the Nets first round. I'm going to just keep it a buck 50, keep it 55th Street on Hood. Yeah, I ain't trying to play the Nets first round. Let us get our feet wet. Let us drop somebody off. If we were to see them in the second round, then we got an elimination under our belt. Come in with a little bit of confidence. I ain't trying to see the Nets first round. I'm going to just keep it 55th Street. Shout out Kurt Mack. Yeah, though. I would rather see us play the Raptors or the Bulls. That's what I'm looking like. The Raptors or the Bulls in the first round. And then if we can go and get somebody like the Celtics, or we can get the Heat in the second round, that'd be fine. I really don't want to see the Bucks or the Nets until like the third round. We really need to tie up our shoelaces, and strap up because it's ready to get real. Playoffs is 3 games away. And then it's win or go home, 7-game series, let's get it popping. I really think that if we play the Bulls to me will be an easier matchup than the Raptors. I'd rather have the Bulls than the Raptors. Ideally, I'd rather have the Cavs. But staying at that 4th seed, we're going to have the Raptors or the Bulls. Which, I ain't going to lie, either team could really drop us off if we don't bring our A game. If Harden ain't, step back ain't crisp, if Tobias ain't looking good, which I think these guys, as of right now, like I said, they heating up at the right time. Maxey just had that 30-piece. But if guys ain't looking good and they don't bring their A game and it's just Embiid, and then you got Harden with the step back being broke, we can get dropped off by any of these teams. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? The East is wide open. It's not necessarily one team that's just going to take over and, be dominant. The one team that I really am, I ain't going to lie, man, it's the Nets. And also the Heat. But other than that, I think we could beat the Celtics. I think we'll take the Bucks. I think so. That's going to be probably like a game 7 between the Bucks. I think we can get the Celtics in 6. Heat, that'll be probably 7. Bulls, I think we can get them on the real in 5. Raptors, that'll probably be 6. Cavs, could be a sweep. Nets, 7. And on the real, they probably could beat us in 6. But we got to bring our A game, and we got to know how we got to see what's going on. I ain't going to get down to the Nets because I don't know. You see what I'm saying? But, yeah, we got 3 games left. The Raptors tomorrow. The Pacers on Saturday. And on a back-to-back night, we got the Pistons again on April 10th. So, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's your brother from another mother, Kobe Lee, in the building, signing out. On the real, Let's get this ring, y'all. I know I'll be coming at Doc. I know be coming. That's what we can do as fans. We can come in our own players. Anybody else coming in our players or our staff, we on it. You feel me? Especially me, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this ring. Let's get the first ring since 1983. It's been a long damn time, and I'm ready for a ring. You know what I'm saying? I'm really excited for these playoffs. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's your brother from another mother, Kobe Lee in the building, signing out. And until next time, folks. T. Roy, take us home.
They say lil' bro ain't keeping it real, you snake, that's crazy. Feeling in my bones on to make 100 million, and she won't phase me. A biggie in paper, too many dollars, too many bills, somebody save me. Too much juice, too much sauce, too much milk.